Hello and welcome to Kate and Kat's podcast. We run our podcast a little differently than most. Our podcasts are completely spirit-led, and we never know who we're going to have on or what's going to come up to heal. Every episode is a new adventure where we walk people through healing anything from spirit guides to past lives to inner child work, how the energies and trauma affects the mechanical workings of our physical bodies, and exploring time, space, and dimensions and how it's all happening now. This podcast is for beginners and experts alike. This can be considered explicit content to some, as we do not edit ourselves, and sometimes deep trauma work comes up unexpectedly. And also, we cuss like sailors.
On this episode of Kate and Kat Live, we had so much fun by bringing up multiple people to the screen to give them quick help for what they needed. 3 different people, 3 different situations, 3 different healing adventures. These different issues were so completely not alike, which means there might just be something in this live that could help you. So without further ado, if you love a bad of bitches, and that's your fucking problem, on with the podcast.
Hey everyone.
What's up, guys? We have not been successful. I don't know what's going on with TikTok. We did all the energetic things. We've looked at it a million times over. We've tried to log in under different devices. We've checked out all the spiritual kind of energy things that it could be, and it just seems like TikTok's doing some weird update stuff. So until that settles down, we decided we'd go on IG. Unfortunately, we've had some kick-ass lives. Well, fortunately, because they were fun, but they're gone now. Like, we have no copy of them. They are disappearance. They are gone. And it's crazy, because last week we cleaned out some of the most haunted places on our planet. And the 2 weeks before that, we had some fun-ass fucking spirit guide shit that was, like, really, really damn fun. So we thought we'd come over here for a minute.
And it said no more.
And we don't know if this is going to be a permanent thing over here, because we like to be on the TikTok. We do. Oh, Kate found filters. Oh.
Guys.
The haunted places one was so fun. We learned something. We did something new that we've never done before in that live, and that doesn't happen to us anymore. It was so cool. It really was. So, is there anybody that's in the comments that would like to join? Just hit the camera button on the bottom, and we will select someone randomly. Oh, well, it's nice to see you as well.
Oh.
Yeah, the haunted one was fun.
The comments stopped for me. No surprise here. I can't see any of your comments.
I'm gonna pretty much give to the count of 10 if anybody wants to go in there. I have one request right now, and I'll probably take that one if no one else does. We were the first request, so maybe. I'm okay with it. I don't know who they are. I might know who they are later. I don't know Instagram names as well. Oh.
Hello?
Hey, what's
Hello.
going on?
Not much. I had a strange thing that happened just now where I was at a job that was really good for me as far as energy wise and making me feel.
Pause for a minute. One, I want you to know that it's going to be everybody that follows you on Instagram is going to be able to see this. Are you good with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. 2, this will probably go on our podcast. Are you good with that? Okay.
Cool with that.
3, we might get really super intimate details of stuff.
I've been following you guys for a while.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so no worries there. I've had one session with you guys. So that's okay.
Sweet.
Awesome.
Okay.
But this job was really great for me.
Also,
it was actually.
We're gonna interrupt you a lot. Okay.
That's okay.
Okay.
That's okay.
Okay. All right. Go.
But you guys helped me get this job actually with that session we did. It really moved me forward. It was like the steps were weird, and I had set up my steps. But I left.
Was it the spirals? Was it the spiral steps?
No, it was kind of like Avatar, like the floating islands, but they were really spaced apart, and I had to like shrink them to actually be walkable on.
Okay, I remember it was probably shit. Was that 2-3 months ago?
I think so. It was a little while ago.
Okay. Anyway, go on.
So I got this position. It's been great, but it hasn't been working. I haven't really been able to make. This is like, hey, we're trying to help you make money. We should talk, and I don't know how I feel about it.
What does that mean? We should talk.
Like what they said is, oh, you know, we're trying to get you like a paycheck this week. We should like, can we set up a time to call again? And I think there's interference going on in the chat.
Yeah.
Or like, yeah.
Kat, are you there? Kat?
I can kind of hear, but you guys are frozen and glitchy for me.
Uh-oh. Is it good now?
I can hear you say, "Is it good now?" So I don't know, but your mouths aren't matching.
Uh-oh.
That seems good. It seems good right now, but I didn't hear a fucking word you said, unfortunately.
That's okay.
I didn't mean I was going to cut you off that way. God dang. Sorry, man.
That's okay. So I had a job. It was good. And now I wasn't really getting like paid. It wasn't working physically for me, and it was making me tired, making me sick. And the boss would interfere in my stuff a lot and mess with my team and put doubts and stuff. I left yesterday, and she's texting me back. She's like, we're trying to push a paycheck in for you this week.
You didn't want to leave. It's really emotional.
It was. It was a hard choice.
Why did you leave? I know you just said all the things, but like, it's super fucking emotional. Why did you leave?
Every time I went into the office, there was a lot of dread coming in, and it was like 2 days of the week you go in the office, 3 days of the week you're out talking to clients, and
so
every time
is this like a freelance?
It was an insurance company.
Okay.
So I was an insurance agent. But she had a lot of authoritative power over the office. When I first started, I was new, so there was a lot of leniency.
I need to take you back. This is like not connected to the job, but the reason that it's so emotional is that I don't want to call it a praise kink, because it's not a kink, it's not a sexual thing, but that need to be seen, need to be told it's a good job. And it seems like they were very big on finding all the faults and everything, and it made it to where it was a build-up to where you would make mistakes when you wouldn't have normally made mistakes.
Yeah, a lot of the time it was like they made it harder than it actually was, because when I was with managers, I struggled. But when I was on my own seeing people, no problems. Because
of the pressure from your childhood, it's what made all of that erupt. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's from my parents, most likely.
Okay, well, I think the most impactful thing you can do is take care of that first.
Yeah.
Are you cool with that?
That's what I've been working on. Yeah, it's going back. It's like middle school me. I've been getting like songs.
Merge
in.
Yeah, okay. Merge in with that version of you.
Okay.
There you go. What happened to where like you did get noticed, you did get praised? What happened in like your life?
Self-sabotage, like I don't know, in a way it's kind of like, not that you would blame anybody on purpose, but people's like shortcomings, I guess especially the boss ladies, seem a lot bigger, like a lot bigger and more daunting.
It builds up.
Yeah, because normally.
But sorry, Kate, go on.
It's just like typically you don't seem to really give a fuck. Like if this was any other situation besides work, you would match it with confidence. Like you would match it.
Yeah. It's job stuff always, like it's like a different field for me. I'm cool with anything else, but when it comes to this stuff, I just go back to like middle school me or something. No confidence.
Yeah, but what happened in middle school? What changed? Was it because it's not, is it a different parent, like a parental thing? It's some sort of adult that came in. And I don't know if it's like a coach or a teacher. I have no fucking clue.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a guy, though.
Does it feel like a person that's like looming, almost like a thing?
Yep,
I've been
it's
looking
a guy.
to figure that out. I don't know. I've been looking, but I couldn't figure that out.
They look like you. I was gonna say, is it whoever you modeled your haircut after? But it might just
really?
be you.
It could be. It could be. Yeah, once I like
Try
after
merging
like
with that version of you to see if it goes away. Like when it first started, merge with.
Yeah, it's you because you merged right in. So
yeah. Okay, I got like
so
a wall.
weird.
I like slapped against like a brick wall first, and then so I don't know. It might be me. Is it look like that?
Well, it looks like you, but with a scarf on. Sorry.
With a scarf on. Okay.
Uh-huh.
But the age that you are now.
Like now me?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Why did you what goal did you set goals for middle school you or something?
I was just me. I just kind of like went on. Something that I really regret though was not having as much confidence now as I did back then. I was very like pushovery, a lot of nerves, like afraid to talk to people, but I wish I wasn't. I wish I'd really took more opportunities and I didn't. It's really the only thing that's like running in my, like what my team's telling me is like, just talk about that stuff.
Okay, so I got the song by, I think their name is Taboo. It's these two girls from somewhere in Europe, and it's that all the things you said, running through my head, through my head. Tattoo. Thank you. So sometimes we have versions of ourselves on our team that are not very nice to ourselves. Like every time I speak out loud, like to myself, like call myself by name, if I say Catherine instead of Kat, I'm usually talking down to myself, like, Catherine, you fucking idiot. I don't say it anymore, but like I did. And it was a version of me, and like it was molded to fit like what my family's expectations were or something. This version of you,
I see it. It feels like, sorry to cut you off. It feels like a weird, oh, you're not fitting in. Because sometimes when it comes to like at work, I feel like I want to like fit in, where anywhere else, it's like I'm me, I'm who I am, I don't care. So maybe it's like someone who tries to like fit me in like a mold.
It feels like you.
Kate said earlier it was self-sabotage, and that's what it looks like. It's like this weird triangle. Sorry, Kate, I cut you off again.
Also, that's what we do here. Also, it's a version of you that's waiting at a train station because your scarf is blowing, and then I finally looked over and I was like, why is your scarf blowing?
Because it's more dramatic that way.
Well, it's a train, too. What are you waiting for? You're literally just waiting, and the trains are going.
Yeah,
on schedule, and you're just waiting.
I do that. It's like a weird thing where I like wait for opportunity. I don't just go up to it.
Yeah, but you can make it. You can make it to where that's fine. Except instead of waiting for something, make it come to you instead. Yeah. Like one of the things that drives me crazy is when people will say like, "Well, my guides in the universe say that I have to have patience, and it's just not time." And I'm like, "So just fucking make it time." I don't understand. Time is like why? Just why are you waiting? Just do the things. I don't get it.
Okay.
So make the train open its doors.
Yeah, it's like
walk
actually
towards it.
Yeah. I need to take a little bit of steps.
Okay, there you go. You're getting on.
I'm doing it. Yeah. That's funny. It kind of looks like, I don't know. It looks like the timeline train I use at night, though. It's like it kind of looks like the train thing from Robots, that movie where it like flies. It doesn't like stay.
You're going to Newark.
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 Newark. I've heard of that before. Huh. I don't know.
I would merge with this version of you, though. Again, the one that's waiting at a train station.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's like anxiety that you didn't know you had is lifting from your chest. It was like a really deep breath, and I'm trying to figure out, like,
It feels heavy, yeah.
it's a different type. It's like an anxiety switch to, instead of like the fear of the unknown, it's the fear of the known now. Like it didn't turn off, it just switched.
So like anxiety activated on something?
No, it's just safer to be waiting for the opportunity instead of going forward and seizing the opportunity. So
Yeah,
like there
I need to-
was like a almost like a romantic storyline of like waiting for the opportunity, and now that you're on it, it's like shit.
I know the point. Yeah.
Okay.
That's weird. Okay.
Well, now you have to move forward with it. Too late. The train's already taken you there.
Okay. So,
Well, can you speed that up so you can get off?
yeah.
Get off. Sorry.
Okay. Sped up. It kind of looks like like Massachusetts. It kind of looks like an old town, like bricks I saw.
That
Okay,
doesn't seem very
so what's here?
Newark-y.
What are you doing here?
Who are you looking for? Is it you? Are you looking for you?
Hello? Is it you you're looking for?
I can see it in your eyes.
I keep hearing the word history. I think I just keep hearing that in my head. I'm not sure what that means or what it's for.
Okay, can you try this? Can you say,
Yeah.
Spirit, if it's in my highest good? Please merge me with all forms and versions of me, connected to whatever the fuck this is. Calibrate us, disconnect us, and anchor us back into our correct dimensional forms, except for the puzzle that I'm working on right now.
This feels very National Treasury. Can you go get the bifocals from the brick?
Yeah. It feels very like Freemason National Treasury.
So go put the lemon on the back of the Declaration of Independence and look through your bifocals. And what do you see? Sorry, your face. You're just like,
I see a map.
of what? It looks like your life.
It looks like
Okay,
it
so
feels
if
like a yeah.
is the anticipation for the okay, so this is a very grown-up job that you just had, right?
Yeah.
It's very substantial, right? It's like substantial career path. So your journey to self-discovery seems like you found yourself and you're on a career path. Were you freaking the fuck out because you had a grown-up job?
No, I don't think so, but there was pressure.
Grown-up pressure?
And what's that?
Grown-up pressure. Listen, you find the map, it's a map to yourself, you're looking at it, and it's like the national, whatever, the treasure fucking thing, and it's like once you discover this, the journey's over, and it's like,
Doesn't have to be.
No, at all.
Huh. Is it like, so like, is that like, I'm like on a journey and when it's end, I'm like, oh, now I have to go back home? Is that what you mean by that?
Finding the next adventure, but you're like, but there is no other adventure. And it's like, have you looked at the other maps?
There's tons of adventures.
Yeah.
Just because you found this one, there's sequels.
Yeah, that's something that I
look around. Look for your other maps. Spirit if it's in the highest good.
I got a book of them.
Spirit if it's in the highest good.
Spirit if it's in the highest good.
Please cleanse and purify.
I almost spit my water out. I'm sorry.
My maps.
Apply them to my map.
Huh? No, cleanse and purify my maps.
Cleanse and purify my maps.
And bring them back to their rightful owners at this time, because it could be different versions of you.
Some of them were taken.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
They're not there.
Did you hear her? She said some of them are going to different versions of you. That's why rightful owner.
Oh, I see.
Oh.
Activate the timeline healings to all this. And the timeline's so appealing to all this.
And the timeline what? Healing, sorry?
So.
A needle pulling thread.
Oh, that.
You know what's weird is that your life wants to be a musical so fucking bad, but you're so broody and angsty that it can't be.
Yeah, I immediately, when you were talking about the life, I was like, no, this is like a concept album for like 3 Days Grace or something.
Concept album?
Yeah, that's interesting. Maps are just like all jumbled, and we're sending them back to their rightful owners. Is that like I keep like looking at different maps, and like I look at one, I'm like, oh, this is where I'm supposed to go, and then it's like weird, and I look at another one, and I just have to rearrange them.
Lemon juice all of them.
Okay.
So you can see all of them with your little bifocals. What was that, Kat?
It was lemon juice. Can you tell?
Okay.
You can't tell? I'm confused.
Weird.
What can you tell?
I don't understand.
Okay, that feels a lot better. I can see the path better, which is good.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sticking at your for the Rizzler.
Oh my god. But okay, now that you can see them, they're your own fucking maps. I'm not sure why you hid them. Probably because you thought people were stealing them, but really it's other forms and versions of you.
Yeah.
Anyway,
There were a few that.
You should like real Cockney accent. It's like, give me my maps.
That's my dad, definitely. Because I was gonna say there were a few that were taking them, but a lot of them were just other versions of me.
Yes. So arrange them the way you want them now that they're decoded.
Yeah, setting them up.
Hot. That's hot.
Oh, do you have to smooth them?
Smooth them? Yeah, I saw like a campfire, like sitting next to a campfire.
Okay.
But maybe I'll smooth them if I need to.
Sitting next to a campfire doing what? Getting out the wrinkles or wrinkling them?
Organizing them, looking through them.
It's like it's like very like sitting at a desk and he's just like looking at them, like with a little spyglass. Yeah,
Even though
I guess it's very rustic.
I like it. Very very makes
I
me
think
want to
it's
twirl
just
a mustache.
yeah, I think it's like organizing them because I keep hearing like time to sort.
You want to put them in like this leather binder thingy, like folder thingy.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I have a book that looks just like it. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Well then, sort them in your favor.
Yes.
Spirit of Nice, could please sort these in my favor.
And in chronological order, conducive to what you want.
Yeah. That feels good.
Wow, what a nice portfolio. You can pack that away now. In your knapsack. You would never use a backpack.
I must use them for my carriage ride.
Look at those heathens.
That's a lot healed. Thank you guys very much. I think that's the points. I'm getting there's one more point.
Yeah, the current now with your boss and career that you just walked out on.
Yeah.
Why don't you ripple everything that you just did in all directions and into your now moment and see what happens?
Okay. It's funny. I keep like seeing one of the places I applied to yesterday, I keep like seeing it as like a scene of me doing it. So I still don't think that the one that I quit is in my highest good. I know that.
But I want you to just take a moment just to feel it, whether it's for your highest good or not. I want you to feel the difference of the energy here, that it was like emotional. It was like pressure.
Yeah.
It's very neutral. It's very calm. It's very cool now. I just need to sit in that space for a moment and then go ahead, talk about your other job thing.
It was.
By the way, highest good career can be just a stepping stone to get to the place that you're going. So, like, if anybody is questioning whether something is in their highest good or not, and they're like, well, I did the alignment stuff, and this is where I am now, so I got to stay here. No, never. That's not what that means, ever. Which I'm not saying that to you. I'm just saying it to everybody.
Okay. Yeah, one of the places that I looked at was like an outdoor location where it was like out in the woods. It was like a park thing, and I imagined that one feeling really good because it felt like a lot of, as far as career, it's been kind of weird because I've kind of known a field of what I like, but where I've kind of been going has just kind of been like what was available to me. And after this, I sat down, really like thought, and like even really like sat with my team, was like what can I do to get to this space to where my mind can be here? And that felt like one of the stepping stones there, just is what I kept seeing, compared to like where I was. Because it's been like the evolution to where I've been going, but it's like I want to start taking like the next train. I'm on this train. I've been on this train for a while, but my mind really wants to settle on another one because it's like where I feel like I can, like, kind of like with the rustic stuff. A big thing for me is like writing and like storytelling. That's kind of the path I want to really go into.
Do you live out west or do you live in the Northeast?
I live in Oregon, Pacific Northwest. I've been all over the country, but that's where I am now, and I love it here. I love the woods. I love the mountains, everything.
Do you know what a fire watch is?
Yeah, it's like you're on those like towers, and yeah.
Have you
it's
ever
kind of like
thought
that.
about that?
No, I've thought like ranger, like a park ranger.
Yeah.
So I would, and fire and wildlife, like warden. I've thought about it, but I haven't pursued it. But that's kind of what I'm doing now, is just opening my options, and that's the one that I like. Literally, I keep feeling, and it literally feels like a cool breeze. It's like, which remind me is my notification. Oh, that's cool. That's good.
Yeah.
So that's the one I keep seeing in my head.
I think that sounds real good, and I don't ever talk about fucking fire watches. So never in my life been like, you seem like you would be a really good fire watch, ever. So that's a pretty, I don't know, that's pretty significant. So
something to consider.
Just saying.
Yeah,
Just saying.
Definitely. Okay, cool.
Yeah. I don't know, this feels pretty good. It feels pretty thumbs uppy.
Yeah.
So if there's any...
Yeah, it feels like... It does. It feels like I can close the journal.
What is your Instagram name or TikTok name or whatever? Because I can't see, my screen's frozen.
Mine is like just XX Solar.
Okay.
It's the one. It's got like a seraphim on it.
Oh.
And that's my TikTok as well. If you know Pathfinder Lily.
Yeah. Okay. Black background.
She's right here. Yeah. So.
Hello, Lillian.
Hi. Hello.
All right, well, cool.
But yeah, I think that's everything. So thank you guys. Thank you.
Yeah, that was rad. Thanks. Now get off the screen.
I'll see you later.
Bye.
Okay, bye. That was good times.
It was.
Cleanse and purify them, send them back. Cleanse and purify us, bring us back. Well, you can do your own. Sorry. Sorry.
You did it already.
Sorry, we have one person in the queue, but it was a while ago, so I don't know if they still want to. Lady Yarrow. Kayla, Are you still on, Lady Yarrow? Do you want to come on? I'm just going to accept it and see what happens.
Turns out she's like on the toilet. That's
She took a shower. She decided they're never going to ask me.
It's never gonna work out. Oh,
I bet
Hi.
you weren't ready. I bet you weren't ready.
No, I was watching, but let me turn my light on so you can see me outside.
it's good.
Catch me outside. How about that?
All right.
What's up?
What were you wanting to work
going on?
I've got a lot going on. I'm in the middle of court stuff with my ex-husband and my daughters.
Okay, going in.
I'm already clearing these pathways. I don't know. It just seemed really disheveled and disorganized. So whenever I dropped in, I was like, oh, this definitely needs to go to the left. This needs to go to the right. Seems pretty straightforward. I don't know what it is.
I'm focused on the building, and I don't know why, because I don't even know if it's in a courthouse. Like, I know it's legal stuff, but it doesn't feel like it feels like a big office building, but it doesn't necessarily feel like a courthouse. I don't know why I'm here, and I don't know what's going on.
The tower, I don't know. For some reason, it looks like the Tower of Terror in that movie.
Oh, that's also a ride at MGM Studios.
Yeah. And, like, it's going to drop, and then it's going to...
I keep looking up. I don't know.
Themselves.
I just figured it was some sort of office building or something because of the legal matters, but no, tower seems right. Are you worried about a tower situation, like a tarot tower situation?
Yeah, I'm worried. My daughter, my youngest, doesn't want to see her father at all. She's had suicidal thoughts of seeing him. He's been investigated for abusing her, and my other daughter is fine with seeing him. So
okay, so I'm just going to say this, and take it for what you will real quick before we go into it. With my ex-husband, and I'm not scared of him or that situation. I just want to preface that it might be not the same, but my two kids that are his kids, even though there's a legal agreement with the divorce that we get them 50-50, my kids do not wish to go over there all the time. And I just say, no. I just go, okay, if you don't want to go, you do not have to go. Yeah. And only one time was he like, oh, okay, well, I'll take you to court. And I was like, I mean, I'm on your side. Why don't you just build a relationship with them instead? And he just dropped it. That was like a year and a half ago. So even if the legal thing says, like, I don't know, are you worried that it's going to be, what part of it are you worried about with them seeing him?
Well, he tells me to follow the orders, and I'm worried,
Can we get everyone off the ride? It's what? The Tower of Terror. It's the Tower of Terror. Can we get everyone off the ride? Can we just... Spirit of It's Nice, good?
Can we go before we get on the ride?
Well, I want to collapse it. Yeah. Okay. Spirit of It's Nice, good, please. You're going to say this, Lady Yara, sorry.
Spirit of It's in my highest good.
Please go back to before.
Please go back to before.
Everyone gets on the Tower of Terror.
Everyone gets on the Tower of Terror.
And then you can just go ahead and collapse it. Just okay. It doesn't need to be this crazy ass ride.
So you've known him personally, of course, for a while. What motivates him to make a fuss? What motivates him to write a letter or go to court or whatever?
Control.
What control?
He's a narcissist.
Has there been any situations where he said he's going to start a kerfuffle, but it's all talk and no action?
Somewhat, yeah.
Okay. It's like whatever he's threatening here, besides going into the healing aspects, like whatever he's threatening here, he's banking on you not remembering that he doesn't actually have follow through.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And that's what that whole ride was. It's like, oh shit, when's the bottom going to fall out? When the fuck is this going to happen? If he has visitation with them, and then one daughter's afraid, and then one isn't, and then, but like, if you go before that happens, before that ride starts, you know him pretty well. If he doesn't have that control or that fight, isn't he going to just find something else to fight about? Like fight somewhere else? Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Can you collapse the control room then too?
There you
Yeah.
go.
And release the puppet strings. Okay.
On if their soul consents to your kids as well, just all puppet strings involved.
Yeah. One of my daughters doesn't give up easy with that.
Did you start the divorce process, or did he?
I did. We've been divorced for 6 years already.
Okay, so what's the legal matters that he's trying to go for now?
At first he was trying to have sole custody of them.
What did you do to piss him off that made him decide to go for sole custody?
I stopped visitation because he was under investigation for abusing my daughters.
So what's the likelihood that he'd actually win sole custody?
0.
Okay, so why are you scared?
Because I don't want to force my daughters to see him.
Why would you have to?
If I have a court order, I've already stopped it before. I'm probably going to have to do it again. I have temporary orders right now, but we have a guardian ad litem that's not being helpful with being the advocate for both of my daughters.
Right.
Can you collapse the foundation for that then?
Oh, yeah.
And then build up the one that is advocating for them, that's in their highest good.
There's a lot of movement here. It's building up.
Yeah.
And then along with their own stepping stones that are in their highest good, their team allows.
Yeah.
Oh, can you put handrails too?
Yes.
It just seems like they're scared, which is totally fine.
Yeah.
Does he threaten to himself if they don't visit? You know what I mean?
I'm not sure, but I know he threatened that when we were in the process of divorce.
I don't want to put anything on anybody, but I'm pretty sure yes. So this is going to help them. The handrails, the guardrails is going to help them climb out of that. That's
The
not
guardrails,
their responsibility.
the guardrails, it feels like that bridge that's clear,
Mm-hmm.
where it looks like you can fall to your death. So the guardrails are still that foundation that got built, that bridge, it's still scary. Even with the guardrails,
Yeah.
It still feels like the bottom can fall out, and I don't understand why, because I can't see it. I'm just feeling it.
Is it supposed to be made out of stone? Because I'm seeing stone, and instead it's made out of clear substance, so they can see everything.
Yeah, it's made out of plexiglass, and at least for one of the daughters, I'm definitely tuned into one of the daughters, and it feels like plexiglass.
Just infuse it with what it needs to be. Actually, no. Activate the number 12 healing to all this. They get that oversoul the fuck off of me healing to all this.
It's not only becoming,
healing,
just letting you know, it's becoming solid, and it's getting wider as you're doing it.
Okay, that makes sense. The welded shut healing, and then the back door stop removal healing to all of it too. And lock that down.
And lock it down. Yeah. Yeah, I felt like I was supposed to put something on the railing so that she was familiar and comfortable with, oh, okay, I'm being guided towards that.
This seems a lot more sturdy and more welcoming.
Yeah, this feels more like a trip, like a going over a bridge to a new adventure kind of thing, which is kind of weird, as opposed like seeing the light on the other side, seeing a bright future, seeing destination, seeing, as opposed to just looking down and freaking the fuck out. It's like seeing greenery.
Whoop. Sorry. Can you light it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is there any way when like your kids have fear and stuff, and I know it's hard because you're experiencing and you're in it and you're in the trauma of it all, but is there a way to kind of jokingly, logically, like break it down to where like and you're helping them, but you'd be helping yourself at the same time. Okay, so for instance, my 5-year-old, all of a sudden, their biological father will tune into them, and she'll be like, "Oh, I see my daddy. He's at the gas station." He hasn't been around for like maybe 2.5 years, 2 years, something like this. And I'll just go, can you please just kick out anybody who doesn't care enough about you to show up? And I don't make a big deal about it. And then she kicks him out. She just goes, okay, and kicks out anybody who doesn't want to show up for her. And then it's good. And it's golden again. And it's just like a simple move. And it's like, let's be logical about this. The people that show up for you will. The people who don't, they don't need to be in your headspace. And it doesn't say that he's a dick. And it doesn't say that he won't ever come around. It just means until he's willing to show up for you in the physical, he doesn't need to be there.
Yeah.
Is there any way of doing that, like with your dynamic with your kids and yourself, of like, let's be real?
Eventually with my youngest, I know just talking about him triggers her. But I can with my oldest.
Okay. If you want to, you can do it now, like energetically, and talk to their soul if it makes it easier to talk to them physically. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We talk to people's souls and we talk to their teams all the time.
Yeah.
There you go. It's doing stuff up here too, like in the headspace. Besides just it's moving stuff in the back, in the heart space, off the shoulders, in the head space.
Do you feel comfortable like grounding them if their soul consents and teams allow? Because you're melting right here.
Oh, like a brain melt?
Kind of.
So it needs to be grounded with the grounding straps?
Yeah.
Okay.
It seems more like I can see clearly now the rain. So whatever they put on them, like they're crazy. They don't know what they're talking about. Well, it seems like it melted it to where they're actually seeing. So they need to be grounded. It looks like you already did it. Okay. This feels pretty okay.
And then all the legal stuff looks like it's going in your favor, but just in case, can you just say, Spirit, if it's in my highest good?
Spirit, if it's in my highest good.
Can you activate and apply?
Can you activate and apply?
Kate and Kat's legal healings.
Kate and Kat's legal healings.
To this situation.
To this situation.
Conducive to what is needed.
Conducive to what is needed.
It's making my hand do this weird arthritis kind of thing. It's like hand was in the pot, like he had a hand in the pot, and it's twisting it out and pulling it out. Seems like something Kate would do. I don't know if you would do that as well, but it's just very like, get your fucking hand out of there.
Oop. Oop. You didn't mean to do that, right? No. What happens if you were to call them silly? Would they get upsetty spaghetti?
No.
You're being silly.
They wouldn't get upset?
No.
Okay. Well, then
Not your kids, the ex.
Oh, the ex?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if I say anything, yeah.
I don't know what this is gonna. Well, I don't know if this is gonna like make him recoil back from all this, but I feel like you need to call him silly. Like, you didn't mean to do that, did you?
Silly.
Stop being like a toddler.
Mm-hmm.
It's making him step back, like grossed out.
Yeah.
Look how silly you are. Silly. You didn't mean to do that, right? Put your hand in there. No.
Mm-hmm.
Stop it. Good, you can stay back there.
That helps me not be afraid of him too.
Treat him like, because he's a toddler. If he's acting like that, I mean.
Yeah, he's just throwing a tantrum.
Yeah.
And then you can get a little bit stern, like after that, because he looks like he still wants to creep up, be like, I said stay.
You're not going to get your treats.
Yeah.
It's working.
You've got everything that he wants. You're the one that has the upper hand.
Yeah.
No cookies after dinner for you.
I saw a TikTok today and I sent it to Kate or I tagged her in it and I was like, how much would Ben love this? It's so stupid. But it was this woman and she just decided to talk to her husband like a toddler all day and he fucking loved it, but then it fucked with him and he didn't love it and it was so weird. But yeah, it fucks with the ex for sure.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
I said no gummy snacks. It's great. This is so fun watching. Like, yeah. And if you feel him creeping or anything like that, you can do the same thing. Just like energetically be like, I said no horseback riding until you do your homework. And then it just, I don't know. It seems to just work.
It's working really well. I mean, he is trying. He keeps trying, but it seems like you just keep putting him in his place and he keeps sitting back down.
Yeah. I feel like his wife is talking in his ear.
That's fine. I get no, like, I'm just like, that's fine.
Yeah.
I don't feel anything from that.
Yeah.
Huh.
I'm kind of just giving her the same energy.
It actually feels pretty good. Even with
all of
legal
it feels
stuff.
pretty
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. What time is it? Oh, we could do one more. I would finish up with the closing statements in the third pin video on IG.
Okay.
It feels really good. And then keep us posted.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
You have to...
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we've got everything is awesome. They're in the box.
Is everything else?
But I don't know if they're ready to come on.
Oh.
Cleanse and Purify them's in the back. Cleanse and Purify us, bring us back.
It's very cold in the titties.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi!
I'm Pathfinder Lily, so
Oh, I was gonna say everything is awesome.
yeah, everything is awesome.
What's up?
So I want to work on this pain I have in my lower stomach all the time, and I get really nauseous in the morning, like really nauseous.
It
My
said
spleen.
spleen.
That makes sense.
Why does
But
it
like, is it?
Why does it make
physical?
sense? Why does it make sense? Tell me why it makes sense.
because I have a vitamin D problem, and like it's like it's like a happiness thing, like low happiness.
Something's moving as you're talking about it. I don't know if Kate's doing something or you're doing something. I don't know what's going on. It's moving stuff in my left toe too.
Yeah,
Well, there's
yeah. The
somebody
left
behind
foot
you.
hurts a lot too. It like feels like I'm like nailed to a cross,
Because somebody's
sucks.
behind you, and that's what you've been listening to. That's who that is.
Yeah, it's like intrusive thoughts. My ears hurt all the time. Like they're like feel plugged, especially my right ear.
Well, whatever this is pinned to you. I wouldn't say a cross. I would say that it's a black figure that is nailed to you. So whatever life that was, they just look like a straw man, a black inky straw man.
Did you try to put someone else's shadow? Like, okay, it's very like Peter Pan, attach your shadow to you, but it's not yours.
That's interesting. I know that I watched Peter Pan a lot as a kid, so that would make sense. So,
but what's wrong?
But I don't
with
know
your own fucking. What's wrong with your own fucking shadow?
I thought it was my shadow.
Nope.
Just remove the nails. Or you can go back to before it happens and be like, you don't want this. This isn't
there you go.
yours.
There you go.
It hurts a little.
Can you find your shadow? There.
It just popped right out.
Yeah, it's like
bloop. Like just.
Okay. I guess I just didn't know I had it.
Well, can you merge with it?
I got the same. Merge with it.
It feels like a red.
It looks like alfalfa
red.
from the Little Rascals.
It looks like what, Kate?
Alfalfa from the Little Rascals.
Well, I mean, she's one of the Lost Boys, so.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, now ask it why it's using your spleen as an energy source.
Was it stuck inside the spleen because it didn't have room to be itself? Because it popped out of your feet and went bloop, right back.
Yeah, that's probably true. Growing up, it was really hard to be myself because
Because you were trying to be somebody else?
Maybe.
Crazy.
I think it was more like I was trying to make somebody else happy.
That would
like
be being somebody else.
Okay.
Cool. It's not like taking on someone's personality or personifying them or anything like that. It just means being someone other than yourself to please either somebody or your idea of.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I guess I don't really know who I am as a person, and that makes sense with the form of identity because like I don't have periods. I have like the PCOS, and that's like identity issues, at least in my like setups. So like that would make a lot of sense. I just don't know how to find that, I guess.
Get rid of everybody else's stuff. That's how you find that.
Get rid of everybody else's stuff that is not yours, is not for you, is not in the highest good, and that you don't, whether you put it there or not, it's not right for you now. And you can either feed it to the lowest dimensional form. I personally would just cleanse and purify it, wrap it in divine justice, love, light, and forgiveness, send it back to its rightful owners personally, but you can do whatever the fuck you want with it. Just get it out of you. There you go.
And once you find that theme, it just grows. I'm trying to find an example. Like, okay, how I know if it's my guides of me. They're super violent. That's how I know. And it's just like, they don't actually like hurt. It's just they show me things very violently to get the point across. Yes. And like,
or they scream.
Like, just very like, this is the thing, Kate. And I'm like, Jesus. And it won't go away. And it's painful.
They just get really excited.
Yes. You're like, Kate. Like they'll shove it like that. And I'm like, okay. And then if I don't say it, it hurts. So that's how I know. But it's like you have to, once you get everybody's shit off of you, stuff like that emerges. And you can.
And as a feeler, for me, since we're on that topic, when it's my stuff, I feel it as if I am the thing. I feel a part of the thing because they're showing me inside my body. When I'm working with someone else's team, they puppet my body because they're like, oh, yeah, she feels the things. And then they do, but I can tell that it's not my people because my people know exactly how I operate. And these people will be like close to it, but not quite right. It still works. I'm fine with it, but it's just like those little nuances.
And you're probably like, well, that seems like, how do I know? You will know once you get everybody's shit off. And it's going to happen in layers. And this is already the biggest, fattest layer is one you just got. And that's your fucking shadow that wasn't yours.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Because I've know that like I've had that problem for a really long time of like trying to appease others, and it's just like ugh.
You might need to mend the wounds from the nail things, those tacks that are in you. Like there's holes there. Just mend the wounds. There you go.
And then the second problem I have is with my heart. I've been having I have like vascular. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
What'd you say, Kate?
Oh, murmurs.
Okay.
What about the vascular? Why is your heart?
So I have like POTS stuff, I guess, where if I get up too fast, it's like dizzy or like faint, and I get really tired, like fatigued.
Can you ask your team or whoever why your heart is coughing?
It's got stuff in it. It needs to be suctioned out, like those little dentist tools.
Yeah, I know exactly.
Suction all of that stuff. It reminds me of the tonsils, like those little holes, those little lines, but it's in your heart. And I don't think the heart has holes like that. I don't even think of it as having like crevices. Like it's pretty smooth. I know it's got like the pumping and the things, but this has like holes, like calcium buildup or whatever in it. And I don't understand why.
Can we look at why? Because I don't understand why either.
World War II.
World War II. What happened there?
That's the life.
Oh.
Where
well, go on in.
It's like the mustard gas. It's like the gas.
Okay.
It's hard and it's calcified. It is yellow, but it just reminds me of like what that kind of stuff inside the body looks like. It's just yellowish. Like that color yellow.
It seems like you just kept dying and saving yourself. Like, okay, have you gone to your World War II life before? Yes. Have you gone to your World War II life before?
Yes.
Okay.
This is the lifetime where I'm with my dad too in this lifetime, and he has similar problems, which is funny.
So it seems like you just die and
Are the holes from every time she like brought herself back to life?
Chest tubes.
Okay.
And then it drains your lungs, and then it drains your lungs.
Okay.
So how about we go back to before this happens instead?
Okay.
It's okay. I did necromancy once. Once the one that was murdered.
Yeah. It was not good. I had to feel it. It was not good. It was so weird.
I had no idea.
And they literally were pretty much a zombie for like a little bit. Luckily, they were lost in the woods. Luckily, that sounds bad. Anyway, it worked itself out.
Is that where your burnout comes from, Kate? Is the zombie life?
Is that what?
Is that where your burnout comes from?
Oh, the zombie life?
Who's burnout?
I wasn't a zombie. Mine.
No, we didn't. We weren't zombies.
Oh, I don't know why I thought that. Then I was just like, oh, you got like brain zombie.
The person that she brought back to like she did necromancy, but the body was a little bit gone for too long.
Oh, okay.
It was back when we
That
were
makes
figuring
sense.
things out. We were able to fix it and heal it. It was fine.
I was making sure
Yeah.
I'm not in a zombie life somewhere. I didn't go anywhere, but I want to make sure. I was like, Lily said,
That's fair.
zombie life.
That's fair. I don't
Okay.
know why I get those notifications. Like, maybe that's why you have burnout.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. That's
Yeah.
channeling, but it could, okay. So that
It's
would be
weird.
another layer then to,
She has a lot of lives near and around zombie apocalypse kind of things.
So do I. I love zombie apocalypse stuff.
well, that's a different story. I was going to say go to that life and then go back to before the zombie apocalypse has happened, because you can still be a rogue, cool person and save the world, but before it happens.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to go back to this other life
Something's happening.
with the mustard gas. You can neutralize the gas, like you went to before it happens with this mustard gas situation. What's that?
I keep hearing the Mariana Cross song.
Mariana. What does that mean?
It's religious stuff. That's my setup for religious stuff, is literally that song.
What did you
So whenever
pray before you went in here?
I don't know, man.
Do all the religious healing. If you kept going in and kept bringing yourself back, were you like trying to save people? Were you savior complex in that life? Did you keep going in, risking your life because you're like, it's okay, I can bring myself back? Well, what Kate was saying is, why don't you go? You can still be a hero before the fucking shit happens, bro.
Yeah.
And drag everyone out of there and be like, the commander said we shouldn't go this way. Or neutralize the gas, or actually all that. Neutralize the gas. Commander said we shouldn't go this way. Oops, looks like you couldn't set that trap. It was a faulty trap. Can't set it now. Damn. Or make it to where this war doesn't happen.
Damn, Daniel.
Damn, Daniel. Back at it again with the traps in this one.
All of World War II doesn't happen.
I mean, don't sell yourself short. Shit, if you have the opportunity and you can fucking do it, just fucking do it.
I've seen some weird stuff.
We aim to stop all the things. I mean, like, heal it, not erase it, but heal it. We aim to do 100% every fucking time. And it goes in layers. And it's really annoying and frustrating sometimes that it goes in layers. We can look back at it. You know, what's interesting is, just because we're talking about it, we have what we call guided live adventures now, but they were called classes for the longest time. Anyway, we started to look at stuff that Kate and I had worked on back in 2020, but with a new group of people in 2023. And we could see and feel the work that we had done, and then they got to add their parts to it as well. And it was really fucking cool. And I had a lot of stuff for a while where I was like, fuck, I'm not seeing the results of this fast enough. But holy shit, the results are huge. This whole fucking place would be a completely different fucking apocalyptic, crazy fucking place if all of us hadn't done, you guys included, like all of us hadn't done what we've done over these past few years.
Oh, if I hadn't found your healings 2 years ago, I would be in a different place. I know that. Like, I would still be, like, bad. Like, really not doing good.
But if you hadn't found the healings 2 years ago, I would be in a different place too. Do you know what I'm saying? How many interactions have we had?
Quite a bit.
Right. So, do you know what I mean? Like, it all goes hand in hand.
Yeah, I figured that out, like, a while ago. After our last session back in August, my grandfather died 2 days afterwards.
Jesus Christ.
And I ended up going back to Omaha and, like, dealing with the whole family dynamic, and it was just a mess.
Hey, when you go to sleep tonight, can you update your operating system? Because it wasn't yours. Now that it was covered up for so long, I mean, you can go back in time, but it still might make you go to sleep. So that's why I said before you go to sleep tonight. It's now outdated. So I'm thinking if you go back to before it was covered up, you could just update it.
Yeah.
Or you could do it
that
now.
Makes sense. I watched Maniac the other day, and that whole thing was about like an operating system of the mother. So that was probably my mom's shadow, realistically, on accident. Oops.
Yeah, that seems like it's good.
Yeah.
And then
I think that's good.
Then do the merge with all versions of you, calibrate, disconnect, anchor back into the correct dimensional forms. Please, please, please do the closing statements, and then check back with us and let us know how you're doing.
Okay.
Okay. Because it is
Thank you.
time. Yeah, this was fun. Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for hanging out, guys.
Don't be
Okay.
disconnect, everyone.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
To book a dual session with Kate and Kat, visit either of our websites listed in the description of this video. For a spirit guide reading, you can book with Captain Kate at www.captainkate.com. For a one-on-one trauma healing session with Cat and Boots, you can visit www.catandboots138.com.